So guys, this guy said Yorubas are the most tribalistic in Nigeria, and that if Tinubu does not want Lagos to be congested, Tinubu should go build seaports and international airports in other states so that Lagos will not be so much congested. I'm going to allow you to take a look at this video, and I'll be sharing some reactions with you at the end of this video. Just take your time, watch this video, and I'll let you know how Nigerians have reacted to this at the end of this video. Now take a look.
Now, the Yorubas in Lagos are the most tribalistic people we currently have in the country. They are the most tribalistic people we have in Nigeria at the moment. However, I do not blame them for being tribalistic because they are angry at something, and that is why they are tribalistic. So instead of us to accuse them of being tribalistic, I think we should find the reason why they are angry, and so we can move on. Because whether you like it or not, the reason why the Yorubas are angry, especially the Yorubas in Lagos, they feel that non-Yorubas have come to invade their land in Lagos. They feel non-Yorubas have come to invade Lagos. And whether you like it or not, there is an atom of truth in it. Because Lagos is the only state in Nigeria that is at least 10% developed. We have commercial activities moving in the state. We have entertainment booming in the state. We have lots of things that are booming in the state. There is prosperity in the state. And this is why they say that Tinubu built Lagos. And that is true. So because most of you don't like Tinubu, does not mean we should discredit the job that he did. There are so many prosperities and activities that are booming in Lagos. And there is Seaports. There are a lot of things. And whether you like it or not, it did not fall from heaven. Somebody did it. And if the Yorubas in Lagos say it was Tinubu that did it, then we have to respect and accept it that it was Tinubu that did it. Take your to the next door. You hate Tinubu doesn't mean we should discredit that if he's the one that built Lagos. Moreover, the Yorubas were here before Tinubu came. So they knew how their Lagos was before Tinubu came. So if they say Tinubu built Lagos, we have to accept it and respect their opinion. So this is why lots of people are coming here. The Igbos, other tribes, they are coming here to Lagos to do business, to do other activities, entertainment, etc. And now, the Yorubas are feeling that they are no longer in charge of their land. That's how they are feeling, that they are no longer in charge of their land. However, to the Yorubas, you are not a victim in this claim. As a matter of fact, you had a part to play. These lands that you are saying the Igbos invaded, per se, or took from you, the Igbos never invaded your land. They bought it. Your ballers, your obas, the head of your families, they sold those land. They sold those land to the Igbos to do real estate and to do other activities. So go and hold your ballers responsible. Go and hold your obas responsible. Go and hold your family head responsible. The Igbos didn't steal the land. It was sold to them. And guess what? Your obas are using the money to buy Rolls-Royce. They are using the money to buy exotic cars. They didn't do anything for you with it. So go and hold your Yorubas responsible. And again, to the Yorubas, you are also ripping off other states, especially the Yorubas in Lagos. You are ripping off other states, whether you like it or not. We have lots of big companies. For example, we have a lot of oil-producing companies that are drilling oil in Delta. And the headquarters of that company will be in Lagos. And they will be paying tax to the government of Lagos. They will be paying tax to Lagos State. And yet, they are making that money from Delta. So you see, you are also ripping off other people. So don't come here and start acting as the victim. So if we truly want to solve this tribalism issue, we all have to come together and request of the government to build ports and airports in other places. Like in Delta State, in Edo State. So to be close to Anambra, to be close to markets, to be close to Onitsha, where they have market. Because whether you like it or not, the Igbos don't really like to stay in Lagos. They come here to do business. That's why they come. The Igbos prefer to build their houses in their villages. They have all their mansions in their villages. So if they have a good place where they are doing business, they will not come to Lagos. The only reason why they are coming here is because business is thriving here. But if we have seaports and working international airports in other like 5-6 states, then every other region will also grow. And everybody will be staying in their various region. The Hausas will stay in their region. The Igbos will stay in their region. The West will stay in their region. Everybody will be okay. And we will end this tribalism once and for all. Because we are behind. We don't have time to waste. And tribalism is eating our time. We have a country to build. Nigerian, and I don't believe any other Nigerian hates me. We are just angry at something. And if we can fix our anger, we'll remove the shackles in our eyes and we will see clearly.
Things for them to push. The former MD of Alpha Beta has lodged a petition in EFCC for the investigation of Asiwaju. There have been petitions raised to this fact that Asiwaju during his time in Lagos, he removed Mamora, who was a very successful senator, and put his wife there. His son took charge of the control of the billboard management. His daughter became the Iyaloja of Lagos. His wife became the supplier of the diesel in Lagos. He turned Alpha Beta, his own company, to become the tax collection machinery of Lagos. That's one. 3 days ago in Kanu, Maope, the daughter of Asiwaju took 10 million naira cash, dropped it on the floor. It is on video where they took it and they were sharing to people. Can somebody define money laundering for me, please? Now, there is even an investigative journalist.
Do you have that video?
I will forward it to you. I have it. It's circulated. Raw video. Have you not seen the video, sir? Raw video.
You have the video. You have her on video dropping the money in cash?
The fellow that she visited was speaking on microphone in a language understood by all. And he told them, the daughter of Asiwaju, he even called her His Excellency, and I have no recollection whether she has ever been a governor or wife of a governor. He said, Her Excellency brought 10 million naira cash for me here, but I'm going to take 1 million and 9 million, I will share it. Can they bring the money? They took the Ghana must go there raw in the presence of people. That is called money laundering.
But Mr. Bola, are you relying on a third party to say that was actually 10 million naira?
Who see it?
Who proved it was 10 million naira?
The video showed the money. I'm not talking of perception.
Yeah.
The video, money.
Anything can happen. There could be paper underneath and money on top. How
you think that Iyaloja of Lagos, of Lagos will carry paper to that place?
You know your lawyer.
So we are now calling on EFCC to investigate. And you know, when we ask that the law enforcement should investigate, we use the word investigate because we know what law means. They are saying prosecute. It's a crass ignorance of the law that a senior advocate will call for a meeting and be ordering law enforcement to arrest. You start by investigating. Then you now arrest. And
began.
Whether they remove the subsidy or not, we will still be in problem. If they remove subsidy, they will share the money. They have already shared it before collecting it. They say over 400 billion will go to Jonathan's government. Over 400 billion will go to state government. Over 200 billion will go to local government. They have already spent the money before they earn it. They are just fooling Colade to come and supervise an empty collection.
No force on earth can stop this revolution. The fact that I am here today with my children, with all these wonderful Nigerians, send the message to Abuja and wherever they are that the struggles for which we have been planning and working all these years have now taken off.
Governor of the Central Bank, Sanusi, came to Lagos and said, if you don't remove fuel subsidy, Nigeria will collapse. This country is not going to collapse. Those who are going to collapse are those who are cheating the Nigerian people. When my father was fighting, I was 13 years old. I am 50 in 6 months. My son is 16. We still have no electricity. We still have no health care. People are poor. People are dying because of 10,000 naira in this country. And people are stealing. The greatest Nigerian.
For several hours, the speeches went on.
Democracy is government of the people, for the people, by the people. Who are the people of Nigeria? If we have democracy, you must listen to the voice of the people.
The government of our country has decided to impoverish us. We have decided to say no. The pump price of petroleum must revert to 65 naira.
And if anyone was thinking this was just a one-off, the protesters had this to say about that.
By tomorrow, when everybody's coming out, please do come with your mats. Come with your mats, come with your food. We shall sleep on the streets.
If they stay faithful to those words, they're back here less than 24 hours from now.
Under pressure, 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 no voodoo.
DJ Badimasi, Channels Television News.
Politics was not always bad. What I'm talking about is the normalization of what politics has become. That people don't even understand that there was a time where politics was not like that. Mm-hmm. Nigeria, Lagos grew the most when politics was about ideas, debates, standing for something. That's why I treasure my time spent with the late Chief Ayadibanjo. He'll tell me how when he started as a young man, he was a Zikist. It was not by try. He loved Zik's ideas. But the time came where he could not really rationalize Zik's ideas with his vision for Nigeria. And Awolowo spoke more to his ideas and his vision for Nigeria. So he became an Awoist. And he stayed that way consistently. Ideas change the world. Ideas move people. Ideas create greatness. The lack of ideas leads to incompetence. And incompetence leads to stagnation. And violence then becomes the last refuge of incompetence. Mainly because if you don't have an idea to sell, you sell division. If you sell division and it's not really working out, you now try to enforce that division with violence. I mean, if you are somebody that has such a beautiful vision for your people, and you've had power for such a long time, and you're able to lift people out of poverty, you're able to change the lives of people, you will not have time to be divisive or to be planning violence against the same people you want to govern. And this, the irony of all of this is when Nigerians call people these rich, wealthy men, is about the business and success they've made for themselves and their families. It's not about you. You should be looking for people with empathy, with love for their people, with intellectual capacity, and a vision of greatness for your people.
This is Senator John Azota Mbata, President General of Ndigbo worldwide. I am calling upon Ndigbo Nine, wherever you are in Nigeria, to quickly go and take advantage of the voter registration exercise that is going on right now. Go and get your card as quickly as possible. Secondly, I would like to call upon the federal government of Nigeria to quickly release Nnamdi Kanu. The government has no serious advantage in keeping him. It is important that the government ensures his safety and his welfare. And the government must allow him to go and get medical treatment as quickly as possible. The government must adopt a political solution to this situation. I do not believe that the government has any serious advantage in keeping him any further. Thank you very much.
Another batch of repentant combatants passed through the touch of self-conviction with a promise not to participate in any activity that is counter to the unity of the country.
Reflect back, I see that what I'm doing is not good. That is why I felt to just repent to the Almighty God and leave what I'm doing. It's better for me to go and stay in peace with everybody.
These are the 390 individuals who have entered the walls of Operation Safe Corridor through Nigeria's non-kinetic approach, which started in 2015 and its operation stretching beyond the northeast.
Go through a well-structured de-radicalization, rehabilitation, and reintegration program.
The process saw through the transformation of these individuals that are ready to partake in nation building.
I'm confident that based on the therapeutic interventions this set of clients have undergone under the proficiency and watchful eyes of the local treatment team, as well as the Big 5 infantry tools that was administered to them, they have been inculcated with positive virtues.
However, the stories of the resurgence of activities of these groups are begging for answers if the program is relevant in tackling insurgency.
We need to redouble our efforts. If you go to sleep, even if your enemy doesn't want to attack you, he will attack you. And so the military is doing very well. The various agencies are doing very well. The state governments are collaborating with everybody. But we need to double our efforts.
Prayer that as we reintegrate them into their respective societies, they will use whatever they have gained here for the benefit, for their own benefit and also for the benefit of their communities.
Meanwhile, more federal government agencies such as the National Emergency Agency have joined in the fight through the non-kinetic approach.
At the point of their reintegration into the society, so the National Emergency Management Agency comes in and provides the necessary relief, which will serve as a support for them and their families before they are able to get a source of livelihood and then get properly settled in their various societies.
For the stakeholders, the country's non-kinetic approach is working and needs the support of all stakeholders to tackle issues of insurgency, banditry, and youth restlessness in the country. Chika Udemko, EIT News, Gombe.
We'll take the story in Katsina State, where reactions have trailed the peace deal negotiations between one of Nigeria's most wanted terrorists, Isaiah Kwashen Garwa, with a community in Faskari local government area of the state. The deal was announced on Sunday in a post on X by Zagazola Makama, a security analyst specializing in the Lake Chad region. In the post, Makama explains that for a long time, the terrorists had been linked to kidnappings, killings, and raids across forest areas in Katsina, as well as neighboring states. Reactions to the story have been divided. While some see the development as a chance to restore calm in long-troubled communities, others question the sincerity of the bandit leader, recalling the atrocities attributed to his group. I mean, look at this man out there holding a rifle. He's out there, Rufai, and meeting with community members. And this is the sort of conversations we're having right now in Nigeria. I'll take the reactions trailing this story. This is from an ex-user, wrote on X. Is the peace deal the required justice for the numerous lives that were wasted and are still wasting so many years of setbacks, not only for the direct victims of insurgency and the Northeast, but also for the country in general? Negotiating peace with bandits and enemies who held the entire country hostage for so many days is synonymous with encouraging others to constitute themselves into groups to wage war against the country with the mindset of being granted amnesty after so many years of infiltrating havoc and destroying lives. Meanwhile, a peace deal that was intended to end years of violence in Nigeria's northwest has collapsed after bandits abducted 40 worshippers in Zamfara state. The peace pact had been signed on August 28 between community leaders and bandits in Katsina state. However, less than a month later, gunmen attacked a mosque in Gidantobe village in Safe local council and abducted dozens of worshippers during morning prayers on Monday. Despite the setback, the Katsina state government is saying they support community-driven pacts with repentant terrorists, but maintain a policy of zero negotiation. What sort of contradiction is that? Rufai.
So when you see a society that the oppressors are beginning to have a very free reign, and the people that the government ought to protect, the government can't protect them, so they try to look for deals with their oppressors. These are vestiges of a dysfunctional society. You will have thought that this government will focus on that, but they'll never focus on that. They'll focus on politics. And that's why they were doing elections in Zamfara State, 5 local governments. I can't still process that thing. They deployed officers from Gombe and other parts, military officers, battalions were there. Insecurity, you will never see that kind of mass deployment. You see, because number one, the government doesn't really care about you that much. So you are left in the hands of kidnappers and bandits. You have to beg them for peace still.
I mean, this is the situation that we have in our hands at this point. We have this terrorist leader who is actually number 9 on the DSS list, most wanted, and he's out there. His pictures are there, and he's negotiating with the community. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
One,
we have a picture of the man
bandit was given chieftaincy title.
Chieftaincy title.
And government officials were invited to the ceremony and they attended it. Is it not the same country where they were giving bandits wives? One state was organizing women for them. That if they got married, they would be...
Oji, look at the military fatigue the guy is wearing.
Come on.
If you dare wear that camo, the military will beat you blue-black in public. But look at him.
Look at him.
Wearing a military cap.
Unacceptable.
It's the audacity and the boldness of impunity. That's
Bandits and terrorists are criminals.
They are.
They do not deserve jollof rice. They do not deserve chieftaincy titles. They do not deserve any form of negotiation.
No.
The law of the land must be made to follow its course.
Well said, Dr. Batin. Well said.
From all that this guy said, let me read out some reactions, because he said you won't blame the Yorubas for being tribalistic. They believe that, you know, some other tribes are coming in to take over their land and all that. We all know that the federal government is investing so much of Nigeria's revenue in Lagos. Even as it stands now under the Tinubu's government, the budget for Lagos is just a special package. Lagos is being treated specially, you know. And so many people have equally raised eyebrow, meaning that Lagos is going to be taking a larger portion of the budget that is meant for the entire states in Nigeria. The question remains, how do you expect other regions to develop? Recently, Tinubu disclosed his budget for geopolitical zones, and it was discovered that the southeast with the the northeast, the two of them had the least, and the same southeast are the key business people we have in Nigeria, and you are giving their region almost the least budget. How do you expect them to stay in their region when you are not ready to develop it? If the federal government really wants to be fair to Ndigbo, you know, they should go and develop the southeast should be like number 1, because you know that the people from this region are business oriented. Give them the highest of your budget, develop that environment so that our young boys growing up will not see any need to leave the southeast. Many people do not even want to come to Lagos, but because businesses are not thriving down east, they will want to move to where they can easily make it fast. That is just it. Now develop the southeast. No, we saw it under the Buhari's government, and the Tinubu's government has come in, is doing the same. Now let's see some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. This person say nobody is invading anybody's land. We bought their land and we paid them. Another person said Igomu Scott, that's the name of the guy that made the video. It be like say you done the shift focus. It's pure lie. Prove me wrong. This person is saying that he's lying, and this person is saying, if I didn't know any better, I would have said that I agree with him. But knowing what I know now, I think every tribe has its own tribalistic people. And this person say, if non-indigent leave Lagos, what will become of Lagos? I think this makes sense. If non-indigents leave Lagos, what will become of Lagos? Honestly. And this person said, that's a big fat lie. Yorubas are the most welcoming people in Nigeria. So he's receiving bad blows from the Igbos and from the Yorubas. And this person says, sadly, same Lagos and Nigeria government would attack Igbos. Will attack Igbo big industry businesses if they refuse to build their offices or factory in same Lagos. They started attacking them internally, tax-wise, government policy, etc. This big, they did same to innocent vehicles and others. I'm just hearing this. I'm just hearing this. So what do they really want? to go them no agree, to stay them no still no agree. So this person is saying that businesses that refuse to come to Lagos to build, they do get big tax, you know, but staying in Lagos will reduce your tax because they want more businesses to be in Lagos. And then when people now come to Lagos, you tell them to leave, that they are invading Lagos. So that is another problem. This man say it's normal for indigenous people to feel threatened when they feel outnumbered by foreigners. Not only in Yoruba land. What was Israel enslaved? Why was Israel enslaved in Egypt? Xenophobia in South Africa. Ghana must go parade. Is it wrong? Yes, but it can't be helped because it is human nature. Wow, this person, I think it makes sense. This person is just trying to say that, okay, it's normal for indigenous people to feel threatened when they feel outnumbered by foreigners. Not only in Yoruba land. Why was Israel enslaved in Egypt? Xenophobia in South Africa. Ghana must go parade. It was, is it wrong? Yes, it can be helped. It can't be helped because it's human nature. So this person is saying that it is natural. When more people are coming into your land, you feel threatened. And yeah, I think I will just stop there. But you know, some people agree with him, some didn't. Like this person said, will Nigeria ever get it better with this tribal statement all the time? This person said he's not wrong. Every tribe is tribalistic, if you ask me. Scott Gumo tribalistic rant is nothing but recycled nonsense, stirring unnecessary ethnic tension in a country already divided. His comments are not only divisive but also ignore the progress Lagos is making economically. This kind of talk only fuels hatred and distracts from real issue. Truth be told, we need unity, not more division. And this person said those Yorubas have a tag. They call Agbado Yorubas or APC. So this person is saying that there's a particular Yorubas that are this tribalistic. And this person said we don't actually care. You can cry all you want. That's a Yoruba man talking. This person said, bro, your stick. Just stick to shouting P1 or P-man. You are not as brilliant as you think. Even Japanese are conservative. Aja. So you can see that some people agreed, some people didn't agree. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.